Hello everyone, it's Barbara Ann here. Wednesday the 27th of September. My goodness me, where is the time going? And I just thought, 27th of September, I really need to start preparing for various things that are coming up. We've been preparing for our family trips that we're running during the October holiday. I have to start preparing for communion, which is towards the end of October. Then you've got to prepare for all the different things, especially Remembrance Sunday, a very important part of our church calendar. And then, of course, the preparation for the dreaded Christmas season. Oh, I'm not even thinking about that just now. But believe it or not, I am thinking about it. Because if I see something or I hear something, I think, oh, I could use that at Christmas for the Christingle service. So ministers are always preparing in advance. So today, you're hearing this on Wednesday, I'm recording this the day before because I am totally unprepared for the holiday that we are going on in literally 10 minutes time. So we had our Hungarian visitors with us, so we had to prepare well in advance for their arrival. They prepared by giving us the dates and booking their flights. And then we got organised and started preparing for who they were going to stay with. Then we thought, well, what are we going to do while they're here? What theme are we going to be following? And then we prepared our house for our guests arriving. We also had to prepare how we're going to get them from A to B and C to D. So lots and lots of preparation was put into that. So preparation really is needed in any aspect of life. When you prepare for exams, well, you SWOT up. My grandson started primary school, primary 1, just at the middle of August. And his mum started preparing for his uniform a few months before that. And also started preparing him for what school may be like. And just putting little seeds there to grow so that it wasn't too big an event for him. So preparation really is essential in most things. What about yourself? Have you prepared for anything recently? Was it stressful? Well, it can be, because if you don't give yourself time, it becomes stressful. So last night I was out with the ladies' night out. Of course, I mentioned the Hungarians, so they were here, and then when they left, I picked up my sister-in-law, and the day that they left, she came up. So she's been with us. And then last night I was out with a meal with the ladies' night out. So yeah, we had to get the case out of the loft this morning. I've thrown stuff into the bag and oh my goodness me, I'm no doubt have left stuff behind. There's going to be something being left behind. I really wasn't prepared. And I even said to Billy today, you know, we're staying in Scotland, we're off to Call and Tiree, or should I say Tiree first and then Call. And I thought, where do we go when we got off the boat in Tiree? Because we haven't even looked at a map of where anything is. I mean, I know we'll have Google Maps, but will they work out there? We haven't even prepared for that, to know what's what when we get there. So we've got my debit card, got my credit card, we're fine. We will manage and we've got our phones. So preparation is essential. So looking forward and jumping ahead, have you prepared for anything that's coming up? Holidays, whatever it may be, planning a new kitchen, moving house, that's a big preparation. Have you planned for your retirement? Have you got all your things in place? Have you planned for what happens if you can't make decisions for yourself? So have you got a power of attorney in place for finance and also health? And then, of course, have you got a will made? Because that can cause so many problems if there's no will in place when you pass. So there's all these things that we can prepare for, and it makes your mind settled, but it also helps the families that are left behind. But the one preparation I'm hoping you would do is that when I go to visit families, and I've visited many families of bereaved people, so the bereaved and emotions are running high, and But when I say to them, what did mum or dad or your sister or your brother do when they were younger? I don't really know. What was their first job? I think they worked in a shop. Simple things like that that maybe you've mentioned to your families, but they just haven't taken it in. So why don't you just sit down, write some bullet points out, and then have it somewhere safe, maybe beside your will, and then when ministers or whoever's organising the funeral goes to meet them, they have got some information about the early years. It's usually the early years that the families struggle with, and that's where some of the best stories are. But for me, reading the Bible, that's the big thing. That prepares me for what I believe life after death will be like. None of us know. We really don't. But to me, that gives me hope. It gives me confidence. And as I read God's word and as I try to understand it, because let's be honest, sometimes in the Bible, things aren't just quite clear and we really have to work at what it actually means. It does give me hope for when the time comes that I will be with the Lord somewhere, wherever heaven may be to you. I have a view of where heaven is and what it might be like. You'll have yours. So be prepared for anything in life. I know unexpected things happen, but just try and be prepared. I'll talk to you again. Bye.